welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are talking about products that aren't talked about very often. This is going to be my top 5 underrated makeup products. I'm excited for this one. This is going to be in collaboration also with my friend Cotton here on YouTube. I'm gonna link her channel down below for you guys. She's also doing this same exact video and she's going to pick her 5 underrated products. So I'm excited to see what hers are. We talked about doing this collaboration together, but we actually didn't tell each other what products we picked. So I'm excited to see which ones she picked. Her video is now live as well, so you can check it out down in the description box. Also, make sure you guys check her channel out, subscribe to her. She does a lot of really unique looks and she also does a ton of makeup hauls, which I love watching. So make sure you guys check her out and check out her video on her top 5 underrated products. But if you guys are ready to hear mine, go ahead and keep on watching. The very first product that I feel like is underrated that I want to tell you guys about is the Limitless foundation from Stellar Beauty. So if you guys are new to my channel, you probably haven't heard me talk about this one, but if you've been here for a minute, I've talked about this quite a few times. I absolutely love this foundation and I almost never hear anyone talking about it. I've maybe seen it used maybe twice in a tutorial, like ever, and I do not understand why. So they sell this at Sephora. This is the Limitless foundation. This container or this component is actually the same one as the Huda Beauty. So it is plastic, but they do sell this foundation at Sephora. You can find the brand Stellar Beauty at Sephora, and they actually have a ton of other amazing products as well. But the reason I love this foundation so much is I love the way it looks on my skin. It is a medium to full coverage foundation, so it's definitely buildable. But what I like is on my skin, I can put quite a few layers of this and it still doesn't look cakey. I like full coverage, but I don't like the kind of full coverage where it looks like, you know, like you have like a pound of makeup on your skin. I like having things that are full coverage enough to where they're gonna cover my moles and kind of give me, you know, that flawless base without looking too caked or looking like you have too much makeup on. And for me, this is one of my favorite full coverage foundations because I feel like it does that for me. It covers all my imperfections, covers my redness, covers my moles and everything that I don't want seen, but it still looks very radiant on the skin and very natural. I have it on today. It's just one of my favorites. I absolutely love this. The price point is pretty good too. I believe it's $38, so it's nothing too crazy. The price point I feel like is good. You are getting a large amount of foundation. There's a pretty nice shade range as well. So this is definitely one of my favorites and I feel like it's definitely underrated. So if you guys haven't checked this brand out, I recommend checking out the brand as well as this foundation. The next product I want to talk about is from the brand number 7. They are another brand that I feel like is overlooked a lot. They have a lot of amazing products, especially their skincare products. I absolutely love so many of their skincare products. But what I'm talking about today is their bronzer. I cannot say enough good stuff about this bronzer. So here is what it looks like. This is their Golden Sands bronzer. I believe they have a few shades of these, but the Golden Sands is my absolute favorite. I love this bronzer. I use it so much. You can tell that mine is definitely well loved. This is such a good bronzer because I feel like it looks very natural on the skin. You can kind of layer and layer and layer and layer and it still doesn't look muddy. It doesn't separate on your skin. It lasts all day. It gives you just like a really nice natural kind of bronze and I just love it. I also have it on today as my eyeshadow. I like using it for that as well. I'll just put it in my crease really quickly. It's what I have on for bronzer. I just think it's such a beautiful shade. I feel like especially on my skin tone in particular, I feel like it just looks really natural and looks really nice. I think it's a pretty good dupe for the Benefit Hoola as well. Like it reminds me a lot of that. And this is only $12.99, so the price point is amazing for the quality of this product. It also has the mirror on the inside, which is nice that the Hoola doesn't. But it's a really good pan size. It's a beautiful bronzer. And I can use this, like right now I've been self-tanning, you can probably tell. I can use this when I'm self-tanned and I can also use this when I'm super fair. I don't feel like it looks, you know, orange or anything like that. It's just the perfect bronzer. It's one of my absolute favorites. I use this almost every single day over my high-end, you know, bronzers. I have so many high-end bronzers, but I pick this like almost every time. So this is definitely a underlooked product that is quite amazing. All right, and the next product I want to talk about is this primer from Origins. You guys have heard me talk about this. If you have already, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about it again. If you haven't, it's a good primer. So this is from Origins, and this is the Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. I love this stuff. This is a newer product, and Origins is a skincare brand. They do not have many products that are makeup at all. I think that this was their first go at it. But this is a face primer, and this is supposed to be like a pore filling primer. But what I love so much about this, let me show you guys. So first off, it has this little pump here, and it's in like an aerosol container. Like you can hear the product in there. And when you pump it out, it actually like is like a foam. You guys can see it's actually starting to disintegrate there. And so what it is it's actually a cooling primer. And I don't even know how to explain it. When you touch it, it just feels like butter or like whipped cream or something. The texture of it is so different and odd. But what I love about it is when you apply it on your skin, first off, it's super refreshing because it's cooling. So it's literally cold when you put it on your face, which I think is super cool. That might bug some people. But for me, I feel like that feels just like really awakening. The smell of it is like a citrusy smell. So I just feel like it kind of like wakes up my skin. I also really love the actual consistency of it because it is a more of a like, I don't know, it's a pore filling primer, but it also is very hydrating on your skin. And I like it because it also has a little bit of tint to it, which it sounds weird for a primer, but I feel like when it's on your skin and you kind of push it into your pores and stuff, it just gives like a very luminous base, but it also does a really good job of like filling your pores. I don't even know how to explain it because I feel like normally if I'm going for like a pore filling primer, it's gonna be like matte on my skin, but this one I feel like is just super like luminous and it just kind of looks really dewy, and after you see like it blends in really nicely, but like that little bit of tint I just feel like makes a difference, and it really helps kind of give my skin a nice base. And I also feel like it really helps with my foundation. I just love this stuff. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it from Origins, and I hardly hear any people talking about this, so it's definitely one of those cool products that are a little bit gimmicky, but it really, really works. All right, and for my next underrated product, this is from NEUTROGENA. This is semi-new to me. The rest of them I've been using quite some time, but this one I got, I believe, like about 3 months ago or so, and I've been using it ever since then. I absolutely love it. So this is the Hydro Boost Concealer from NEUTROGENA. Here is what it looks like. So this is a stick concealer. And I typically do not like stick concealers. There's something about them that I feel like they're very heavy on the skin. I just don't like applying them. I feel like they're always like super thick, and I just don't like them. I feel like they're hard to blend out. This one though, this one is not like that. It's super, super hydrating. Here's what it looks like. It's really, really hydrating. I think this is the lightest shade. I have quite a few shades. Yeah, this isn't fair, so this wouldn't really work for me right now. But it's super, super hydrating on the skin. It feels amazing on your under eye. And what I like is that it is a stick, but it's still super hydrating. And most sticks that I've tried are very, like I said, they dry out, or they're just very like kind of sticky and crepey and thick. And this one isn't like that. It's basically just glides on so smooth, just like butter. And when you blend it out, it just looks so nice under your eyes. It looks very, very hydrating. It doesn't get creased. It doesn't crease on me hardly at all. I get creasing with any concealer, so there is slight creasing. I won't say that there's none whatsoever, but it is very, very good. I feel like I just can't say enough good stuff about it. And also because it is a stick, I feel like it's just so easy to apply. You get the perfect amount every time. I don't know if about you guys, but like sometimes when I apply my concealer, you know, I'll put some on and you're kind of like, oh crap, like that's too much. I feel like you can't really do that very much with this stick because you just go swipe and you're good. And you can also, you know, build it up, or you can use it to spot conceal. I just think this is a really good concealer, and I don't hear many people talking about it. And it is drugstore, so the price point's really good on it too. So definitely something to look into. All right, and my very last underrated product is something that I've been using for years. This is a product that I know some of you guys might be like, I've heard of that, I've used it. You might, but I don't really hear many people talking about it, or it's also a step in people's makeup routines that I don't hear people using. So what it is the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. So this is a lash primer that you're going to put on before your mascara, so mascara primer, and I love this. So basically it is a white consistency, so when you put it on your lashes, your lashes will be white. You're just gonna go ahead and coat them. What I like doing, I have it on today, is I'll coat my lashes quite a few times and I'll really build this up. So I'll just keep applying it on my lashes, 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 let it dry down, and then I will apply my mascara. I love using this. I feel like it adds such volume to my lashes without actually curling them. It also adds a lot of thickness. So I feel like my lashes always look really thick when I use this. And I also really like it for my lower lash line. I feel like it really makes my lower lash line look really nice, or my lower lashes. I feel like it really makes them stand out more and it makes them look longer, fuller. I just love this, and I love using primers before my mascara if I'm going to just use mascara. Obviously, if I'm going to use falsies, I'm not going to need to do this step because I'm just going to apply something over them anyways. But if I'm if I'm wanting to do my natural lashes, I will definitely make sure that I use this before the mascara I go in with. I just think it's essential for getting those kind of full and long lashes, and I love that it's also a drugstore brand, so it is definitely really affordable. But I feel like the primer step is something that is definitely overlooked, I feel like, by a lot of people, and I think that it is important to make your lashes look fuller and longer and look their best when you are just using your mascara. Or if you just want to go out the door really quick, apply this super quick, apply your mascara, and you're good to go. It dries within a few minutes, a minute really, and then you can apply your mascara. So it doesn't really take that much longer, but it gives you that extra oomph to where your lashes look amazing. That's gonna do it for today's video. Those are my top 5 underrated products. Let me know in the comment section down below what products you guys have that are your favorites in your collection that you also don't hear people talk about. Let me know if you've tried any of the products that I mentioned, or if you are kind of curious about them or you have any further questions. Make sure you guys, again, check out Cotton's video and her channel down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.